So the exercise that we are going to do today is called as image tracking. The idea behind taking an exercise like image tracking is that for retail display you might sometimes want to have an image put there, and let's say you scan that image with your camera. That image should trigger your product being displayed. So it is a very cool and effective way of showing your garment by using just an image where the 3D garment actually comes on top of the image and then it starts displaying itself. So to execute this, you have to go to the asset library and type marker image. There is an asset here, you import that and it comes to your asset browser. Now here it is saying marker image put under main camera. So we always read the hints. We go to main camera and we put the marker image under that. So what's coming here is this particular image, right? So this is the image that we are trying to change. So let's now bring in our garment here, right? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to see what's happening in the inspector panel of all of these. There's something that is called as a marker, and this is basically the marker image that is there, right? You see there is a red icon with an image made here. So we go here and we actually have to change the image. We open this toggle button and we have to actually change the image here. We open full inspector, but we're not able to click and make changes. Why are we not able to make these changes here is because this particular red icon is here inside the folder. Everything that is inside the folder, we are never able to make changes here, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to pull this outside of the folder and place it somewhere here and then rename it to be reference image for us. Okay, what is this reference image and how does it look like? It is basically this particular image here, right? This image, that's that. All right, so what are we going to do is we are going to let this image be for now, right? Then we'll go further and then we have to go ahead and replace this particular image here, right? It's written replace me, this one. We have to replace this image here. Before that, we actually bring the garment that we are trying to display. So let's take a garment and then we bring in the garment here. Drag this and bring the garment inside the marker image. Okay, and then you see the garment is as usual very big, so we are going to make it 0.1. The image is this that we are tracking and the garment is this that we are wanting to see. But why is the garment not being seen here? The reason being the garment is way out of the camera range. So we're gonna click on it, gizmo it and bring it inside the camera. Yeah. So as soon as this particular image is tracked, the garment is going to show up. Now if what happens if we try to make, one second, let me just position it well better. Yeah, now what happens when I change the image here, right? So let's say I change an image to be this. The garment won't be visible at all. Why? Because this is the tracking image that we have set it, and then once we go back we see the garment coming in. So how are we going to work on the image here, right? So we go to marker image and we see the image marker edit me is here, and then we have a image to change here. But we can't do this because image marker is inside that. We are ditching image marker and we are actually putting reference image in this place. So we'll go and put reference image, and now we can click on it and change the image here. We don't have any image right now that we want to uh, track, so we are going to click on plus button and import an asset. That asset is essentially going to be the image that we want to track. Let's say this is the image that we want to track. Okay, now this image says what is Selvi wearing this Halloween, and this is whenever we see this being red, the garment should show up. So I have this image here. and this image should be showing the garment, but it is not. There's something wrong with the text part of the, every time there's a text image, there's something that does not work very well here. So let me try and bring another image to track. Let's say this handprint is what I want to be the image. Yeah, it could be anything. I don't know why this is showing black, but we'll put something else. Let's say this is the image, reference image. Okay, yeah. So now if this image comes, we should be able to see the garment. Do I have this image here? I probably do. Yeah. Yeah, so see, when the image comes, the garment comes. In the text also the image was coming, but it was too large and the dress was falling out of it. So that's what happened. So we can now, based on the image, we can now see where do we want to place the garment. Yeah, so you can have an image of the garment, you can have an image of text saying scan me and whatever. There's a small image icon that's coming here. What is this? This is basically this particular image that we don't want. Okay, so when we delete this, that thing goes, right? So this is how the garment shows when you are using image tracking. Now you can go ahead and, as an additional thing, apply a tween also here. You click on the plus button, apply tween. Everything just comes here as usual. Yep, we'll remove everything. We'll go to the tween, and for this you can refer to the previous video when we talked about tweens. So you can go and do the tween transform. Inside this, then you can choose the mesh that you are trying to work with, which is Swati's dress. Yeah, and now we can do ping pong, and then we can do 90 to minus 89. This is going to be 0, and we're doing rotate. Yeah, and then we're changing the time. So when you do something like this, it shakes. So now the dress is shaky because that's what Lens Studio's tracking is a bit shaky. That happens all the time. But then this is the way the garment can be seen floating using an image tracking. When you change the image, nothing happens. Yeah, so this is how you can work with image tracking.